This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, discounted prices, miniaturemarket.com. Manhattan Project Chain Reaction is a card game for 1 to 5 players. You're going to be chaining combos of cards together, and you're going to be using people to get yellowcake. You're going to be using yellowcake and people to get uranium. You're going to be using scientists and engineers with uranium to build bombs and try to get points. You're trying to get 10 points. On your turn, you'll be playing as many cards as you want. They have dual use. Sometimes you'll use them as people, which will give you inputs, which will then output certain things, which you can then input to other cards, along with other resources to gather certain resources, and that will allow you then to build bombs. Because on a subsequent turn, I might use my engineer and 2 scientists from the sides of 2 of my other cards to input here along with my 4 resources of uranium to get 6 points, and you're just trying to get to 10. Later on, you'll be able to possibly upgrade that bomb and load it, sending 2 scientists and 2 engineers, and now this is worth 8 of the 10 points I need. Sometimes you'll be using special cards that allow you to steal things from an opponent, like cards or resources. Sometimes you'll be able to secretly take bombs that you're working on that the opponent doesn't know, and sometimes you'll be stealing cards or drawing cards from the deck. And if you're in a pinch, you can always use 4 of these landmark community cards. Anybody can use at any time. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Manhattan Project Chain Reaction, I think, did a great job of taking what you're trying to do in that big 90-minute to 2-hour worker placement game called Manhattan Project, where you're getting resources, turning them into yellowcake, getting them into uranium and building bombs, and doing that in like 20 to 30 minutes as opposed to 2 hours. I think they did a great job of taking that idea and morphing it into something that's interesting. I like the double use cards. I like matching inputs to outputs, outputs to inputs, inputs to outputs. I'm an engineer, I love that. And I like how you can refresh your hand if you don't like the cards you have. If you got a lot of yellowcake and you're looking for the better enrichment plant, you can kind of cycle through the cards pretty quickly. It's all about efficiency. There is some take that in there with some of the cards, so be aware of that. But I think they did a great job of making a light little card game for 20, 30 players. I mean, I'm not sure how many plays this will last for. Maybe, you might get bored with it after 20 so plays. But I think if you're looking for that quick, easy game that's very quick, it's a good one to get. Also know that with 4 and 5 players, you'll be shuffling probably every 4 turns or so, which 4 or 5 turns, which might be a little much. But for a small, cheap game, it's okay. That's Manhattan Project. Good job. This video was sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, video, and written game reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, the online gaming superstore. Thousands of board games, discounted prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com.